You're stressed out, you're frustrated, and times is tough right now. The days keep going by faster, and sometimes it feels like you stuck in your own head, man. And you know what? The older you become, the more you realize that life just doesn't seem like it's turning out how you expected it to go. And it seems like life is just a series of what ifs and what nows. The fear of making the wrong move is almost paralyzing. And you're left wondering if you'll ever actually truly live life on your own terms like you always expected that you would. But the truth is, you're overcomplicating it. Let me break down to you real quick the core of your overthinking and how you can start moving forward today without the mental clutter. You see, most people, what their problem is that they're overthinking. And thinking should never be confused with doing. When you think about things all day long, it is a great way to build up anxiety. A lot of anxiety just starts from you just thinking all the time. What if this happened? What if this don't happen? All these different circumstances you keep replaying in your mind when you should just be doing. When you actually do, things become a lot simpler. For example, the other day I had a speech in front of some very important people. The first couple minutes before that speech started, my heart was racing. The stress was building up. I start asking myself questions like, why am I even here right now? Am I going to mess up in front of all these people? That's what thinking gets you. But the minute I started doing the speech, all that went away and the speech went wonderfully. And even if it didn't, nobody was going to remember about 20 minutes after, even if I did screw up. That's the difference between thinking and doing. So to relieve yourself of a lot of this anxiety and this overthinking and the what ifs and what if this doesn't happen and what if that doesn't happen, you need to start doing. Don't get caught up in the mental paralysis of just thinking all the time. Start doing and you're going to relieve yourself of some of that stress. And I know as we get older, it seems like if time is slipping away and time is running out and we get all this anxiety and worry built up because of time. Because when you're not going in the direction you think you need to be going, time seems to be going real fast. All of a sudden, the days, the months, and the years are just flying by. And you're left wondering like, damn, before I know it, it's going to be over. And I would have done nothing that I planned on doing. And that's a terrifying feeling. Now, the truth is time is moving the exact same speed it always has. It's just your perception has changed. You have a fear of making the wrong move and failing. You have a fear of getting started. And that's what's pushing forward time and making it seem as if it's going by faster. But the one thing that's actually worse, much worse than failing is the regret of not doing. The regret of not doing hurts so much more than failing, but a lot of people never get to that point because they never actually start doing. I hope you're noticing the common theme here. We're speaking about doing because your thoughts are getting cluttered and you're getting frustrated and you're getting anxiety because you're just doing too much thinking. And sometimes it's better to start even before you're ready. It's better to do it even when it's not perfect. It's never the right time. It's never going to be perfect. But what you can do is improve and gain clarity through repetition. And when you start doing, that's when you start to live life on your own terms because you're calling your own shot. You're creating your own destiny when you start to actually do. Thinking and indecision is a state of powerlessness, but doing is a state of power. The only way you're going to get to live the life of freedom and live the life the way you expect to do it is through action. Thinking will never get you anywhere. Being caught up in your own mind is not going to do anything for you. The only thing that's going to free you from this anxiety and this worry and this stress about not living life on your own terms is by actually taking the actions that will get you where you need to go. You need to start taking the actions, and the actions is what's going to free you, not the thinking. One of the best ways to stop yourself from overthinking is to realize that life is not a forever game. It's not going to continue forever. Now, a lot of people get anxiety about that. They get worried about that. But the truth of the matter is that should be a state of comfort, because all the things that you worry about, all the opinions that you're so concerned about, guess what? None of it really matters. None of us right now, nobody watching this video right now has any plans in the year 2100. There's no plans in the year 2100 because we're not going to be here. The year 2100, in 99% of the cases, nobody's going to even remember your name. You need to stop overthinking it and just make the decisions. So what if you fail? So what if it doesn't work out? You get one shot at this. You might as well try. And really and truly, when you realize this and you understand it, you realize the only thing that's actually stopping you is in your own mind, right? The only thing that's really stopping you is in your own mind. So here's the solution. Gain clarity. It all goes back to understanding where you want to go. Focus on what is within your control. You can't control if you're at a certain age and you haven't made it yet. You can't control a lot of things. You could get hit by a car today. You can't control that. But what you can control is your little actions. What you can't control is doing things that you know is going to push you forward and having clarity about where you want to go. The main reasons why you're not where you want to be in this life is because, one, you have no clarity. You don't have a direct path to exactly where it is that you want to go, and you don't have a plan on how to get there. And the second reason why is because of indecision. You're thinking too much. Stop thinking and start doing. A couple days ago, I made a video about an author named MJ DeMarco, and he talked about action faking. Action faking is when you're reading books and you're doing all these different things and you're watching videos and you're learning, but you're not actually doing anything. Imperfect action is better, 100 times better than studying and gaining all the knowledge without action. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You need to trust the process and take baby steps on a consistent basis in order to get where you want to be. Let go of perfectionism. Understand that mistakes are part of growth. Do it, screw up, but at least you get a little bit further. If you think about it, there's no mistakes and you stay exactly where you are. You got a decision to make. You could either continue the path of the way you've been thinking, or you could change your path by taking action today. What are you going to do?